In this video, I want to talk to you about showing a surplus in a loan modification. Hey, my homeowners, it is Josh Sternberg from Sternberg Law Group coming at you from what's usually sunny Southern California. Today it happens to be a bit rainy. Showing a surplus in a loan modification. What does that mean? Let's take a step back. If you're going to be submitting a loan modification, you need to be submitting income and expense numbers. I'm going to use a really simple example. If your income is $5,000 a month and your expenses are $5,000 a month, it shows that you have a zero surplus. Another example, if your income is $5,000 a month and your expenses are $6,000 a month, that means you have a negative $1,000, which is called a deficit. Okay, so deficit and surplus are opposite from one another. When you are submitting a loan modification and you're completing your loan modification application, my suggestion is to show a surplus. Now you may ask, how do I just show a surplus? I can't just make a surplus up out of thin air. We'll get to that in a second. First, let me explain why it's important to show a surplus. The majority of us who are submitting for loan modifications are submitting because we've had a hardship and we've missed mortgage payments. If you're going to be submitting for a loan modification and you are interested in bringing your loan current and modifying your loan, your lender is going to want to see your hardship has ended. They don't want to see that you're still having a difficult time making your mortgage payment. That brings us to the surplus. Even if your hardship has ended, the lender is going to want to see that you have a little bit of wiggle room. You don't want to show them I'm making $5,000 and I'm paying out $5,000 every month. If you're bringing in $5,000 and you're paying out $5,000 in expenses every month, that has zero wiggle room, right? This is my wiggle room. Where are we wiggling? So when you're submitting a loan mod application, you should be showing at least a 10 to 15% surplus income. Now, how do you create a surplus income? Very easy. You can adjust your monthly expenses. Yes, you can adjust your monthly expenses within reality. You can't take a food budget from $800 and go down to zero because it's not accurate that you spend $0 on food. But you can take a food budget that you might have listed at $800 a month and shrink it to $400 a month or $350 a month. You can do that with a lot of different expenses, which are discretional expenses, okay? It's up to you how much you spend. You can't change your car payment, right? Your car payment's set, fixed. You can't decide each month how much you want to send your auto loan company, but you can decide each month how much you're going to run the air conditioning. So if you're going to run the air conditioning a little bit, maybe your electricity bill changes from $200 down to $100. That's very important. So look at the discretionary expenses and figure out a way to lower them if you need to do so to show surplus income. You can also do a similar thing when you're working on your income numbers, depending on what type of income you have. If you're self-employed, find a way to bring in a little bit extra money that month. So when you submit your profit and loss, you're showing a little bit of disposable income, okay? So that's a tip. When you are submitting a loan modification, make sure that you are showing somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15% of surplus income. Don't show 50% surplus income. Don't show 60% surplus income. That's too much surplus income. Remember, surplus income is important. My name is Joshua Sternberg from Sternberg Law Group. If you have any questions, feel free to ask the questions in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them, or look us up online at sternberglawgroup.com. We're in Los Angeles, California. Give us a ring or shoot us an email, okay? Hope all my homeowners are doing well. Thank you so much.